Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Curragh Racecourse here on Saturday. It is May the 26th, 2018. Gonna look at the stakes races on today's program from Curragh, including the Irish 2000 Guineas. But before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kit 5 for more selections for race courses around the world. The stakes races I'll be looking at are the group races 4, 5, and 6, the 335, the 410, and the 445. So let's get on to it, starting off with the fourth race, the 335 from the Curragh. The 335, it is the Group 2 Weatherby Ireland Greenland Stakes. It's going for a purse of $143,500. That's in the American dollar currency, so don't get confused. This race is for 4-year-olds and upwards. Field of 9 horses going the 1,200-meter trip or 6 furlongs on the turf course. My top selection here, I like the number 1 horse, Merchant Navy. I'm going to go 139 in the TriCast, the trifecta. 139 TriCast trifecta. Top pick number 1, Merchant Navy, an Australian-bred horse here, 4-year-old colt by Fascinate Rock. Rye Moore's on this Aidan O'Brien trained 4-year colt. 5-2 here. I know he's a short price, but he's the Australian-bred horses are the best, second best in the world at sprinting. I think here in America, our best breed personally is the sprinting type, but I think second best is the Australians. Don't worry, I think the Europeans have the best horse all around overall, but here in America, I think we have the best sprinters, and I think Australia has the second best. But this horse, he's been running quite well in Australia, but I think here, facing these little subpar sprinters, I think he should run a lot better runs. His most recent outing came in the Group 1 Newmarket Cup at Flemington, 6 furlongs March the 10th. That's a straight 6 furlongs. He finished 3rd that day. He just couldn't get that good closing kick at the end. The winners just ran a little bit better in front of him. Before that, he ran at Caulfield a month earlier, 5.5 furlongs, 1,100 meters in the Group 2 Rubiton Stakes. He had a very good finish, 3rd place finish by neck. It was an all-out race at the end. He just missed, but it was an impressive run. And then before that, in the Group 1 Coolmore Stud at Flemington, 6 furlongs, November the 4th. Horse won by a head. He quickened up nicely and had a very nice victory that day off a little bit of a break. And before that, Rosehill in a 7 furlong Group 1 race, the Golden Rose. He had a disaster race, going 7 furlongs or the 1,400-meter trip that day. Wasn't to his liking. He never really got that good closing kick, but I think they're going to utilize his speed here today, and I think he should really go away with this one, even with heavyweight. Watch out for him to run a big one. So to recap my bets for today's 4th race, the 335 from Curragh, it's the Group 2 Greenland Stakes. I'm going to go with the 1 horse Merchant Navy. I'm going to go 139 in the TriCast or the trifecta. Basically my top 3 for this race. So now let's get on to race number 5, the 410 from Curragh. The 410, it's the feature race of the afternoon. It is the Group 1 Irish 2000 Guineas. It's going for a purse of $478,000. This race is for 3-year-olds. Colts here. Field of 11 colts going the distance of ground of 1,600 meters or a mile on the turf course. My top selection here, I like the number 1 horse, and pardon me if I mispronounce this horse's name wrong, the number 1 horse, Alarcom. Like I said, pardon me if I mispronounced the name wrong. I'm going to go 193 in the TriCast and the trifecta. 193 TriCast trifecta, top pick number 1, Alarcom. Jim Crowley's on this Mark Johnston train 3-0 colt by Frankel. First thing I think of when I think about Frankel is that incredible 2,000 Guineas run at Newmarket, and then the second thing is he was the best miler of the last 20 years, probably one of the best milers ever. He was just a great horse, and Frankel horses at a mile, his prodigy, usually do very well. I think this horse should really run well. His most recent outing came on the 5th of May at Newmarket, 1 mile in the 2,000 Guineas. He finished 4th by 2 lengths. It was his first start of the year, and he definitely needed it. In that final 16th of a mile, he just had no little good closing kick. He ran well for the first 7.5, but that final half furlong, he just never had that good closing kick. He definitely needed the race. I think coming back here with a little bit more give in the ground, which I think he should like. I think he should really excel. Before that, he ran the 20th of September at Newmarket, 7 furlongs in the Group 3 Tattersall Stakes. Horse won by 2.25 lengths, and on yielding ground, he quickened up nicely and had a very nice victory that day. And then at York on the 10th of September, 7 furlongs and and a 2-year-old novice. Horse won by 3 1/4 lengths that day. Quickened up nicely. He destroyed the field that day. Very nice race. His last run, he definitely needed it. Coming here, wetter ground, second off the break. I think he should really run a big one. Watch out for him here today. So to recap my bets for the 5th, the 4:10 from Curragh. It's the feature race of the afternoon. It's the Group 1 Irish 2000 Guineas. Gonna go with the one horse. Gonna go 193 in the tricast of the trifecta. So now let's get on to the 4:45, the 6th race from Curragh. The 6th race, 4:45. It's the Group 2 Lawn Wades Stud Stakes. It's going for a purse of $143,500. This race is for 4-year-olds and upwards, fillies only. Field of 6 horses going the 1,600-meter trip, 1 mile on the lawn, the turf course. My top selection here, I'm sorry if I'm picking all the favorites today here at Curragh, but these stakes races look like they're going to go to the favorites. This race, Hydrangea, should really run a hell of a race. She's the best horse by a mile here, I think. I'm going to go 152 in the tricast of the trifecta. That's going to be the only way to make money with this race, personally. So I'm going to go 152 tricast trifecta. Top pick number 1, Hydrangea, 1-3. 4-year-old filly by Galileo. Ryan Moore's on this one for Coolmore and Ain O'Brien. Horse's most recent outing came in the at Ascot last fall, a mile and a half in the British Champions Filly Mare Stakes. Horse won by 2 lengths that day. She quickened up nicely from a wide poster, and she just ran incredibly well. Very nice victory for that horse. Before that, they ran this horse a Chantilly, a mile and a quarter in the Prix de l'Opera. This horse finished second by a head behind a stablemate that day. He quickened up nicely, just couldn't catch the winner, just ran a little bit better. And then at Leopardstown, 1 mile in the Rock Matron Stakes, horse won by a head, quickened up nicely, had a very nice victory. Before that, this horse finished behind Winter quite a few starts in a row. He finished 3rd in the Irish 1000 Guineas last year here at Curragh, behind Winter and Roly Poly. And then the Coronation at Ascot, this horse finished 3rd behind Winter and Roly Poly. And then in the Nassau Stakes at Goodwood, he finished 4th behind Winter, Blonde Me, and Sabustu. This horse really couldn't catch those that day. But this horse's fall campaign was very good against those really tough horses. I think here, facing not so tough horses off the break, I really think she should just go away with this one. Like I said, 1-3, not the best odds, but you're just going to have to take it here. Play the tricast to make some money with this race. So to recap my bets for the 6th, to 4:45 from Curragh, it's the Group 2 Lawn Wade Stud Stakes. Going to go with the 1-horse Hydrangea. Going to go 152 in the tricast of the trifecta. So good luck to all, and please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKit5. Good luck, everybody.